I mean, how is this helpful? I feel like my lessons are so much better. Oh, hey guys. All right, let's keep going. Recently a friend of mine said to me, "Hey, I really like your tutorials." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't do tutorials. I do life lessons." And one of the life lessons that needs to be talked about, and it's something that we're going to talk about today, is when you finally get a gig, how do you handle your first day at the studio? Because the first day can get really intimidating, but you need to achieve at least two goals. You need to find a friend, and you need to make a good impression and earn some respect. So, how do you find a friend on your first day? This is the easiest way that I know. What you do is you look for the oldest animator, and then you approach them and you say, "Hey, using auto tangents is cheating." And I can guarantee you'll become best friends for life. Because in case you didn't know, auto tangents weren't around right from the start. Back in the early days, people had to use different kinds of tangents, like spline, that gave you those overshoots that you had to fight, or linear, that didn't give you any ease-ins or ease-outs, so it was a more complicated process. Of course, now you can just use auto tangents, but if you do that, that means you don't know how to animate because you just let the computer do all the work for you. And that's not how animation works. Animation is pain, get used to it. So, in fact, you shouldn't really use any of the tools that weren't around, like in 2008, to be respected. You might as well also throw away your microwave and your stove and just use fire to cook food. So, how do you make a great first impression? How do you earn respect from the first day? What you do is you look for the best animators and then you go to their desks while they're working. And then you look at their screen and you go, hmm. And when they turn, you say, "I block on once." And then you leave. And that's the best way to make a great first impression. What you can also do is when your lead asks you something like, "Hey, what are your strengths? Can you do acting?" And you go, "Yeah, better than you think." What I really like about animation is that it's very different from other jobs. It's not your typical office job. At the studio, you almost never have to work. And even when you do, you don't really feel like you're working. You're just chilling around with like-minded people and you create art. Have you ever heard about anyone being unhappy about animation industry saying that studios are corporate and that it's just an office job and then people work crazy hours, they burn out and they quit? I've never heard of that.